So I decided that I'm going to do essentials that I buy at Trader Joe's. So let's get to it. Hopefully it is not too full. One thing that's very nice, usually almost always, at Trader Joe's is their collection of flowers. So sometimes I will pick up some. Let's start with the nut aisle. Okay, that item right at the bottom, the grainless granola. I really like it. It doesn't have any oats or anything in it. It's like dates and stuff like that. It's really tasty. I do recommend it. I usually eat it by itself, especially if you're gonna be like walking around. You can put it on top of oatmeal. I think that would be great. Speaking of oatmeal, oh, this I love down here. The dark sweet cherries, and y'all know I'm not a big cherry fan, but in some oatmeal, it is totally awesome. And I have people in the line staring at me, but that's perfectly okay. Oh, and I used to get the chili spiced mango all the time. Let's see what else. As far as Trex Mix, which is my favorite one? I think I'm actually gonna get a cart and buy some stuff. But let's do the perusing first. Hold on, I'll be back. Okay, I found my favorite one. The Cuckoo for Coconut Trex Mix. It's a must for me. Okay, the last thing that I always get as far as nuts is the raw silvered almonds rather than the raw regular almonds, because for some reason regular whole nuts gives me lockjaw, so there's that. I don't know if my light is on or not. Anyway, another essential I get from here is their brown rice that you can microwave, because it's simple and easy. I usually just get the regular one. I don't know if the organic one tastes any different. And then, most definitely, their frozen vegetables. As far as vegetables go, it's how I get my veggies in. So I usually get the green beans, the broccoli. I would say almost all of them. And if I can find the cookies that taste really awesome, I'll show y'all. I love their roasted corn. I get those by the bags because it just has a great flavor to them. And another must-have for me is usually their fire roasted bell peppers and onions, because I can put them in a variety of things, whether that's eggs or on top of some chicken to bake, whatever. I find that to be very helpful. And then another thing I really love is the misto alla griglia, and that's the roasted, well, that's the marinated grilled eggplant, zucchini, and peppers. I really like that too. Oh, and these maple leaf cookies are awesome, but I don't buy them very often because for me they're addicting. Oh, I see the cookies I wanted to show y'all. And that is these up here, the almond Wilmo cookies. They're not too sweet. They have great flavor. And I love them. I haven't bought them in a while though, but definitely up there. Oh, the chicken balti pies is really good, but it's like a rare occurrence. I might buy it like once a year because it's super fattening. But it's definitely tasty. It's kind of like the shepherd's pie, except is way more crust and filling. I would say like an Indian shepherd's pie. flavor profile wise. Yeah. Okay, so I did have my light on all this time. Anyway, it's getting full here, so I'm gonna try my best. Anyway, I like to get the organic ketchup here because it's less acidic than Heinz, so it works well for me. And another thing I always pick up is the coconut oil, the organic virgin one, which I use for cooking and my skin. And then I usually get their grapeseed oil, which I also use on my skin. One thing I really don't like in Trader Joe's is their sauces, like their tomato-based sauces. I'm not a fan at all. I don't know. It's not something I'd buy here. I do, however, like the minced garlic. I always have that on hand. Okay, here's where I buy my flours. Like white flour, wheat flour. And that's mostly because it's pretty affordable. The wheat here is $2.99. The white, I'm not sure. The white's also $2.99. So I get flour here for sure. And I also get sugar here. But the stock people are in front of the sugar. And those are usually like 3 something. And I get it because it's organic. Yes, $3.29 over here. The 2 spices I love from Trader Joe's are seasonal, and it's the can't remember off my top, the coffee rub and the smoke seasoning. I forget exactly the name. And then my favorite crackers here are the pita crackers. Sometimes I eat them by themselves, sometimes I eat them with sliced cheese. Either way, they are delicious. Let's see if they actually have, oh, the puffs. They taste similar to the Pirate Booties ones. I get those. Okay, but another thing I normally get is the bulk onions for sure, because they're cheaper that way. The yellow ones and the sweet onion ones. Sometimes I'll get potatoes, but not that often. Turkey bacon for sure. I know usually turkey bacon sucks, but at least here it tastes like actual bacon. Let's see. Then of course the selection of fruits and vegetables. First, starting with these are my favorite tomatoes, the kumatos. And if I don't get those, I get the regular tomatoes. These ones I got by accident the last time. They were pretty good. And if I get meat here, I usually get the regular ground turkey because it's only like $3. As far as fruits, the ones that I'm into lately is the envy apples, which are super good. And the organic bananas I always get.
Alright, continue, chef. I will find it.
Then I'll get like romaine hearts. That's usually for the house. I don't really have it personally. So I think that is pretty much it. As far as the things that I get, the things I keep around, and some of the new items that I've seen. But like I said, it's getting more full in here, so I'm gonna go. Bye.